Hello, it's been a while. Long story short, I've recorded all of my spring planting footage on GoPros and drones. Unfortunately, I'm a one-man show and I haven't had time to sit down and upload it or edit it or any of that because I've been planting and doing tillage and all that. Kind of a one-man show, and I edit and upload all of my videos myself, so I haven't had time to do it. So I'm going to leave with this little tidbit of a video that I recorded today. Today is May 25th, so I am uploading a little clip, snippet, whatever you want to call it, from today. I am done planting. I am about half done spraying corn, and I have not sprayed any beans yet because the burn down program I used, I no-tilled pretty much all my beans this year, so the burn down program I used has pretty much kept the weeds knocked back so far. But I'd say as soon as I'm done spraying corn, I'll have some beans to start spraying too as stuff starts to come through. So spring went fairly well. We could use some rain, but yeah, just thought I'd throw together a little video tonight. So this one's more, it's not like most videos I do. I got a little rough around the edges on this one, but I don't know. Hopefully you guys like this style. I don't know. Compliments of DuPont Realm Q fertilizer, or herbicide, not fertilizer. I mean, you can fertilize with herbicide, but I doubt it'll be that effective. But we got the planter backed in. We've got a nice new jack in the floor because I crinkled that jack up. Actually, I'll just show you what I did there. That was a bit of a mishap. What I did was, well, basically I ran it over on accident. So yeah, I don't recommend doing that. We still got to get them cleaned up, but I do want to do some bush hogging with this tractor, so we're going to do some bush hogging and then do some cleaning up. We've got our shiny new jack, so we're going to throw that on here and unhook the planter for the year. So good times. Lots of hoses and wiring harnesses, but not near as bad as some people's rigs. Well, I do believe that we are unhooked, so that feels good. I don't want to say it's the last time we'll be hooked onto the planter for the year, but short of getting it cleaned up and power washed off, it is the last time we'll be hooked up to the planter for the year. Time to go bush hog. And it probably wouldn't kill me to use some of this interior detailer and get the planter parts and miscellaneous tools, like 15/16 wrenches that fit pretty much everything on a Kinsey planter. They've all accumulated in this cab, so I'd say it's time to clean this cab out too. It's getting bad. You know it's getting bad when you struggle to shove the clutch in. You got to kick stuff out from under the clutch first. That's when you know you were at that point in planting season that, like, you kind of just, I don't want to say quit caring, but you cared less, you know? And you kind of quit wiping everything down every day and all that fun stuff. I don't know. I like to have a clean cab, but at some point in the spring when I'm just getting it dirty again every day, I kind of tend to let it slack off. But now that I'm done planting, it's time to get this thing washed and waxed inside and out. I mean, never mind the dirty windows, but just damn, look at that corn. It's a nice stand. Wish my garden looked as good as my cornfield. You can see that I ran the PTO ditcher there just so my garden would drain, because there's a little culvert pipe under my driveway and it runs to the highway ditch. But I did do some spraying today. I didn't record that. It's probably best I didn't, because I'd have been using a lot of working words. let's just say the cylinder that raises and lowers the boom has to be removed to get a new seal put in it, because as of right now it eats hydraulic fluid about 8 foot up in the air. So there is that. On today's episode of Doing Sketchy Shit, we're using the 3-point. I couldn't get the jack to jack up any higher, so I turned the hitch of the bush hog from being like this to like this, and then stuck the hitch pin through the 3-point. We're gonna see if we can lift it, put a block under it, and then get the drawbar into the hitch. Man, I don't know if it'll work or not, but we're gonna try it. Now, I mean, I don't want to stand too close to this, but I'm gonna say that is sketchy, but mission success. We've raised it up enough that the jack's up high enough that we can take this block and put here, and then take this block and put on top of it. Now we can set it down and it should go in there like it's supposed to. Is it sketchy? Absolutely. Did it work? Absolutely. So I don't want to hear your comments. And just like that, bada bing, bada boom, mother word that'll get me demonetized from YouTube. Let's go pull it up so we can get the jack off. I could have used a better choice of words there. So our hitch pin's in. It's questionably too small for the hole, but most of us guys can relate. I sold my grain truck that was parked beside here, so he took my stickers off and threw them on the bush hog. We're not gonna leave them on the bush hog because these are better served somewhere else. They're actually magnets, but they're better served somewhere else instead of getting covered up with grass on the bush hog. So now we just gotta hook our the old shaft up, and then our hydraulics, and then I think we'll be ready to go. Well, and I gotta grease it, and then I gotta take, I'm pretty sure last year this pin was bigger than whatever rod I found, so in diameter, you know, girthy, not lengthy, but it wouldn't fit in there, so I shoved that in instead of that. And we gotta take that out and then take the pin out over there so the wings will unfold, and you know, we'll be cutting 20 foot instead of like 6-7 foot, which is, you know, beneficial when you got a bat wing. Now, as some of you fellow farmers know, sometimes it's hard to secure your shaft on your tractor. So as a wise man, MC Hammer once said, it's hammer time. This is my probably preferred, well, not preferred way, but second, this is choice B of how to get a PTO shaft on. When it doesn't want to slide, in the wise words of Michael Jackson, just beat it. Pro tip, when your hydraulic hose keeps popping out of the hole and you want to let the bush hog down, just beat it on your drawbar, and just like that. I mean, yeah, you might lose some hydraulic oil, but at least the bush hog's where you want it now. She is unfolded. Now, I bought this bush hog well used, just like, you know, well, we won't go into that, but this bush hog, she's been beat around. Let's just say that. But I'd rather buy a bush hog that's been beat around than beat on a new bush hog and have to pay for it. This one, at least, I already bought cheap, so I can afford to pay for it when I tear it up. Now, truth be told, I sold the livestock. The cattle are gone. So in order to be a real grain farmer, I'd like to ask that a GoFundMe gets started, because unfortunately, as a poor grain farmer, my planter tractor is also my bush hog tractor. Cue the Sarah McLachlan in the arms of an angel, but for monetization reasons we can't play that on YouTube, but if I could, I'd be playing it right now. Now, if you want to see something cool, keep watching, because I'm not entirely sure that PTO shaft's on completely, so we're going to test fire it. Well, it hadn't flopped off there yet, so I guess we're going to say it's good. But when it does, Pretty sure that PTO shaft's like 2 or 3 grand. This is a hell of a way to mow a yard, though. I like it. I thought my new zero turn was fast. All along, this is the way to do it. Now, the Beach Boys once said that there was good vibrations. Unfortunately, with a PTO shaft, that's not the case. I'm pretty sure she's not. Yeah, she's definitely not all the way on. And remote number 3, she's being cantankerous. She will not stay in. And I can push it with my thumb. It doesn't have pressure, so I'm gonna go back here and make sure that these are not tied together. I thought that each wing was individual, and the way they're plumbed up to the cylinder, it appears that they are. So I don't know. Maybe it's the tractor. Maybe it's the bush hog. Only one way to find out. We'll yank this one out, stick it here. Maybe. It's hard to do one-handed, folks. Okay. Yep, this is gonna be a two-handed camera job, so you guys aren't gonna get to watch me stick it in. But we stuck that one. So this one, you get the point. I'm gonna shove it in there. Since you guys know that I use this iPad for climate, and there was a little of a controversy about them stealing data, I wonder if I can set this bush hog up with like an ISO bus program that it thinks that I'm planting corn up and down the highway. That'd really throw them climate guys off. But we've got our hydraulics hooked up like I want them. Second remote is our middle. It's our lift. The remote closest to me on the left is the left wing. And the one furthest from me on the right is the right wing. Kind of like me, a little right wing. Although I lay kind of in the middle. I'd be about there in the libertarian scale. You get the point. We won't get political. Yep, about 5 minutes in and we've already managed to find the rip rock. That didn't take long. That's why we've got big slip clutches. Now the highway department, in their infinite wisdom, put all these signs through here. They don't have the courtesy to mow the roadsides, so they make us mow around them. Well, now we get to mow around every freaking road sign. I live on what's called the 7 curves. I farm through what's called the 7 curves. Guess what? That means I get to freaking bush hog around about 70,000 of these stupid ass signs. I love it. I'm gonna come back and spray the shit out of these things with Roundup with whatever I don't mow. Now, since a lot of bikers complain about grass clippings and we live in a sue-happy world, I like to wait right before dark when there's not a lot of traffic to do my mowing. Although I can't see shit back there right now. Between the dust and gouging the highway and just being halfway dark and running my flashers, I can't see much. Alright, the moon's out and it's full. There's probably stupid drivers out, so we're gonna bank it home. Got her all folded up, allegedly. As long as any wings don't drop, we can make it the half mile that it is to the farm, and people won't complain about the grass being high on the roadsides now and all that. So that, and it looks nice. I don't do it because people complain. I do it because I like how it looks. It's not texting and driving that distracts me, it's looking at crops and driving that distracts me, so I like to keep the roadside ditches mowed to, that way I can focus, I guess. But anyhow, we're gonna take this rig to the farm, and in the morning we'll appreciate the job we've done. I had a cat pee on that chair. So, yeah, that one's leaving the house. I mean, we have a dog room at our house to let the dogs into. The cat got all territorial, so we're gonna take care of this chair. Yeah! Grip it and rip it. Do it for Dale. It probably would have been easier just to set it on fire, but I just kind of want to kind of want to play with it. It'd be cooler if I had a GoPro right now, because I could actually, you know, record and operate, but it's kind of hard to operate a skid steer with one hand. So, oh yeah, smashed it. That's what 14,000 pounds does to a recliner chair that's been a hand-me-down for about 15 years. Oh yeah. Well, hello, darling. And goodbye, you guys, because it's time to call it a night. I'm tired and I'm sore and I broke a lot of stuff today. It's time to take a shower and go to bed at this point. So as I kick back here and record video, edit video, look at my tractor house, I guess this video is more the real what goes on around the farm and the real me, I guess. So probably the style I'm gonna stick with on these videos. So you can take it or leave it. Yeah, it's just, these are gonna be brutally honest and blunt and to the point and raw, and what you see is what you get. So it's kind of the way I'm going to make these videos from now on, because honestly, it's quicker, it's easier, and I don't have the time to go through and edit all of them. So you're getting pretty much raw, unedited clips that get thrown together, and that what you see is what you get. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do, don't forget to subscribe, like, or whatever. I don't know, help that YouTube algorithm. It makes as much sense to me as it does to you, probably. So I don't know. But anyhow, hope you guys enjoy this video. Thanks for watching, and then, well, till next time.